welcome back to my channel Blend by Neesh. It has been a while and I'm so excited to be back with this super requested hair tutorial. I've had so many people messaging me on Instagram asking me how I create these kind of big voluminous waves in my hair. So finally I got down to filming it and here it is. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and let me know if you found this video helpful. Let's get started. So this is the secret behind these waves. This is the curling iron that I use. It's Iconic Professional's 3-barrel curling iron, and this is basically how it looks. Okay, so it has like a little clamp here, and when you press it down it opens up like this. So you have 2 rods and you have a palette, and your hair basically sits inside of it, and then you clamp it down and it creates that little wave. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I use this iron on my hair and how I like to create these big waves. Okay, so this is my natural hair. I washed it yesterday and just air dried it. So I'm just going to start off by sectioning the top half of my hair. So I'm just going to pick up all the hair from above my ear like that, from here, and I'm just going to section that off using a hair clip. Just gonna put that away. I'm just using a regular hair clip like this to hold that in. This is the barrel iron that I'm gonna be using, and I've set it to 190 degrees. So the way it's gonna work is I'm basically gonna take a small section of hair just like this, so about maybe an inch and a half in thickness, and I'm gonna start really close to my root. Now you wanna hold the barrel perpendicular. You don't wanna hold it straight to your head. You wanna hold it perpendicular to your head so that it makes horizontal waves, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna hold the rod part of it on top. Okay, so I'm just gonna clamp the hair in between the rod and the palette at the bottom and just hold it there as close to your roots as possible. So I'm gonna hold it there for about 5-6 seconds. A lot of people say you should hold it for like 10-15 seconds, but I don't have the patience for that, so I hold it for like 5-6 seconds. Now you're gonna move further down your hair. So what I like to do is, you can see this last wave. I like to put my first rod where the last wave finishes, so that it kind of gives that continuous wavy effect. Hold it there for another 5-6 seconds. And again bring it further down and clamp it again. So you basically start at the base of your hair, at the root, clamp it, wait for a few seconds, bring it further down, clamp it, wait for a few seconds, bring it further down, clamp it. And there you go, you have this really pretty wave. I hope you guys can see what it looks like. And that's it. That's literally all you're going to do to your entire head of hair. So I'm going to take one more section like that. Again, I'm going to hold the rod perpendicular to my face, go close to my roots, clamp it, hold it there for 5-6 seconds. I don't really count, I just do it like on instinct, I guess. You'll figure it out. And then pull it down. You just want to try and make sure your waves are continuous. So the last like dent in your hair should be the first dent in your next clamp, if that makes sense. So again, so the little dent is here, like you can see this dent here. I'm going to put my first rod in there. And again, and that's it. Gives you a wave like this. So I'm gonna fast forward you guys through the rest of this section. At least it's really just more of the same thing. Take small sections, clamp it at your root, and then just keep making your way down till the end of your hair. Okay, so that's the entire first section, the lower half done. Don't be frightened at this point. you are gonna look like a crazy poodle, but trust the process and trust that when you do your whole head of hair, it looks really nice. Right now it just looks a little weird. So now I'm gonna move on to the next section. So I'm gonna section out this middle part of my hair. So when I'm working on this second layer, what I like to do is I basically, so you know how I told you in the first layer, the bottommost layer, I kept the rod side on top. This time I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to have the rods at the bottom and the palette on top. Okay, and that's going to basically make my hair look a little bigger and more voluminous, because it's going to kind of give a different kind of wave, and the placement of the waves will be different, so they won't all fall into one pattern. I hope this makes sense. It does make sense, so if you don't understand what I mean, just trust me, flip it around for the second time. Okay, so that is my second layer done as well. There's a child screaming outside my house, so please ignore her or him. Anyway, this is the second chunk of hair done as well. I just have this top section left. When I'm working on the top section, what I like to do is I like to basically curl it backwards as opposed to like on the two sides like I've been doing it so far. So I'm just going to take this section and section off this back portion of hair, and I'm going to clamp all of this front part away. So I'm going to use this back section, and again I'm going to alternate it. This time I'm going to bring the rods on top and just clamp it again at the root. Slide it down. I hope you guys can see. I'm trying to bend as much as possible. So getting this angle right is a little tricky sometimes, but I think the more you practice, the better you will get at it. To start off with, if it's too hard for you to do it at the back of your hair, then again just bring it to the side like we've been doing it so far and clamp it this way. Okay, so now with this remaining front section of hair, I'm basically going to put the parting that I like, and I normally like a side parting onto this side to my right. So I'm just going to create that parting. You can obviously go in with whatever parting that you like. Okay, so this is it. That is my whole head done. I've curled everything. Now, I know it looks massive at this point in time. This is one of those hairstyles that starts looking better with time. The more your hair kind of settles into it and opens up a little bit, it looks a lot nicer. But I personally love big wavy hair, so that's why I love going for this hairstyle. At this point, what I like to do is I just like to look at any of the ends to see if any of the ends are curling weirdly. And then I'll just go in and kind of like fix that so that there's no like weird sticking out hair, and like just everything just kind of like falls into place nicely. So I'm just going to go and fix the ends a little bit. So this is it. This is my favorite like super voluminous wavy curly beachy hair. I have had so many requests to show you guys how I create this kind of a hairstyle. So I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you learned something from it. Please let me know if you give it a try. Don't forget to share your photographs and tag me on it as well. Let me know if you like such hairstyling videos, and if you want to see more, leave your comments down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel on your way out. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you next time.